Why did Netflix show the documentary, The Social Dilemma? Why did they create that? Doesn't it seem like it's kind of counterintuitive to themselves being part of the big tech? Well, something I realized, I remember hearing months ago that Netflix considers Fortnite being its biggest competitor. Why? Because Fortnite is taking the attention, the time of a lot of young minds that would otherwise maybe be watching Netflix. Netflix's goal is to get you into their platform, get you watching shows, get you addicted so that you never cancel your membership. And as it goes with all big tech companies run by complete and utter detached from reality rich morons, they create movies like Cuties, and now they release something like The Social Dilemma with nefarious motivations. So here's a post that prompted this and had me think about this. I was confused why a globalist company like Netflix would show The Social Dilemma because it outs the psychological warfare being used against us by companies like them. But after seeing people delete their social media accounts, I realized that's what they want us to do. And then she talks about how they can't share misinformation, but I don't actually think that's the real motivation. The real motivation for Netflix of why they create something like The Social Dilemma is because they see Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as their greatest competitors. Why? Because most people are spending their time on these apps on this thing rather than on Netflix or laying down in bed watching Netflix or on their couch. Netflix wants you to watch Netflix. It doesn't want you to be on other social media. And so it considers itself maybe not the same as the other big tech companies that are sharing information. Netflix is purely a publisher. They publish content and they curate content. So everything that's on their platform is their responsibility. There's no user-generated content, okay? It's always Netflix approved. So for them, this makes total sense. Let's call it Facebook, Instagram, and even kind of throw Google and YouTube in there. Talk about how they're censoring and how they're manipulating people and all these things, which they are. They absolutely are. They're not wrong in that way. It's just nefarious what their goals are. This is just a marketing smear campaign. They want you to go on their platform to watch their content because that's what they have found keeps people paying for years on end. So they might throw a couple $100,000 or a couple $1 million or something like this and just write off as marketing. In fact, that'd be a curious way to figure it out. Find out on their balance sheet. We audit their books they're publicly traded companies, so I don't know how much they have to show, but maybe we could see where on that P&L that the cost for The Social Dilemma falls. If the cost for that documentary fell under marketing or was put under the marketing line, that means that they went into this knowing that they were going to use it as a marketing ploy, PR play. So as part of promoting health and awareness and just helping people wake up, you need to understand all these things that are happening, all these games that are being played by these billion-dollar behemoths and these detached from reality idiots that run everything from government to Silicon Valley to the stock market and all the top S&P 500. They're run by a bunch of morons living in their white castles, gated communities, funding political agendas and ideals, and pandering generally to the masses and the lowest common denominator of human emotion. And that's why you see so much of the BLM and race crap going on, because they want people to be afraid of each other. They want them to fight each other. They want them to shine the spotlight on inequality and the color of somebody's skin rather than the elite that have all the power. That's the real inequality in our culture, is the fact that people can control the masses with a few clicks of the button, a few ads, a few articles. All modern media, all big tech, they are forms of mass propaganda and control. And in 2020, the censorship is getting out of control. It's getting crazy. And you're going to see more and more of these PSYOP marketing smear campaigns as these big tech companies go at each other even more. They want all of the power. They want all of the control because that's better for their share price. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's some big conspiracy. It's just the nature of things like the stock market and basically caring about your stock price instead of whether you're serving humanity or not. Caring about profit, which nothing wrong with profit. But when you care about profit at the expense of what you're doing in the world and the negative effects of your products, which is exactly what The Social Dilemma points out, that's when you run into problems. And then what's even more so is when these companies believe that it's upon them to curate the information because of misinformation and fake news and conspiracy theories, as if it's their job to decide what is or isn't reality or what is or isn't truth. Throughout history, who else has done that? Who else has attempted to control what the masses think? Nazi Germany, Mao's China, Soviet Union, Venezuela, Cuba, any place, anywhere in the history of mankind where the power has been kept in the hands of a few or even a one person, there was control of the masses through propaganda, through burning books, through tearing down statues, through stoking racial divide. And as always, it's about finger pointing and blaming and whatever. Just a quick little PSA, a short bit of globalist propaganda pointing out for you. Yeah, I think you should delete Facebook. Instagram is still, I like it. I enjoy it. I get value from it. So I'm going to still stay there. But if they keep censoring and doing stupid stuff, I will eventually leave Instagram as well. YouTube will be the last place for me to go because it is still the best place to share content like this and share video. And it is still relatively an open platform. You know, who knows how long it's going to last though. So to get more videos like this, as well as health and mindset and other ideas about waking up and challenging the narrative, hit the subscribe button, like this video, please. That does help me. And I'll see you in the next one.